Bruce Sussman.
And I've got one crazy fact and an amazing picture for you and an explanation on that coming up about the weekend storm. But let's start with a forecast for tonight in case you're headed out and you need plans. Weather-wise, temperature's going to slowly drop through the 40s. A few sprinkles may be around. That's about it. Except the east side of town, we do actually have some very light rain, but that's not going to be spreading. That's going to be dying off. Tomorrow morning, morning clouds and areas of fog. If you escape those two, you're going to wake up to sunshine. But I think these two dominate tomorrow to start. And then it's mostly sunny for your walk to lunch, maybe to grab a sandwich, and a beautiful afternoon with clear skies tomorrow night as the sun goes down and into the mid-50s again. Love the flag right on the top of the building near the Willamette River. It's not moving very much tonight. Our winds are just 3 miles an hour, and it's 52 degrees, which is warmer than average. Now, over the weekend, it was a big winter storm. 45-mile-an-hour gust in Portland, our strongest gust since February of 2011. So it's been a while. We had 0.68 of an inch of rain Saturday. That was our wettest day in 42 days, which I realize in a typical winter that's not saying much, but for this winter that's pretty good. Then check this out. The most incredible gust of the storm that I could find was 114 miles an hour, and this wasn't at the beach. Instead, it was at the summit of Mount Bachelor. Can you imagine that? 114-mile-an-hour gust. And coming up at 5:30, I'll look at some of the other amazing mountain gusts. This was not the only place to gust above 100. The winds are just so much stronger up above. And check this out. What if you were driving I-84 on Sunday and you came across this? Well, people did, and they were calling 911 to say there's a boulder in one of the lanes of the highway. And will you look how giant this is? Compare the size of this thing to this crossover going next to it. I mean, they're practically the same size. It took ODOT 2 hours to lift this thing off the lane of traffic near I-84 and get it to the side of the road. That's how heavy that thing was. It's just a sign of what happens when we have our freezes and our winds and the sun and the pouring rain. All that wears away at these big hillsides, and chunk by chunk they come off. We don't see it very often, but that was a great example of it, huh? Wow. All right, so here's what's going on tonight. Some areas of light rain up at the foothills of the Cascades and the Gorge. Otherwise, we're mainly dry tonight. Now, I've noticed some drizzle along the coast. Could be a few sprinkles here in the valley, but as far as any storm systems, well, they've basically headed on out of town, and high pressure is going to block this next one. I mean, this is a really wet Pineapple Express type of system, but high pressure will keep it from getting to us. Instead, it's going way up here into Alaska and Vancouver, BC. They will be getting all the rain. So tomorrow morning, valley fog and low clouds here. Otherwise, more likely to have sunshine over the mountains and along the coast. And most of the day tomorrow, I think, is really beautiful. Now, as we go on through the week, no rain coming in at all, but the valley fog will become more stubborn, with the mountains and the coast still enjoying the sunshine and mild temperatures. Now, 38 for a morning low tomorrow in Portland, 54 for an afternoon high. If you have fog, it'll turn mostly sunny later on. Look at the highs along the coast. I mean, we're pushing 60 tomorrow. We'll see 40s and 50s in the valley, depending on how long it takes you to get out from under the clouds and fog. Central and eastern Oregon, a lot of 40s as your clouds start to clear out, and we'll see 50s through the gorge, 44 at Government Camp, and afternoon freeze level up around 9,000 feet. So the air's pretty warm. It's just the clouds kind of slow down how warm we get. I still got us at 54 tomorrow. A little cooler on Wednesday and Thursday as it takes longer to clear out. But check this 7-day forecast out. Dry for the entire next week, except maybe Saturday we could see some sprinkles. That is it.
Well, I don't know about this now.
You're not happy about that?
No, I want to get up there. And
she wants some snow up in the
yeah, some snow on the mountain.
Well, we got 1 to 2 feet this weekend.
We did, yeah.
And we're going to have to work with that for a while, it looks like.
Okay, thanks, Bruce.
Well, getting tickets to this weekend's NFC Championship